Okay, integrating social media. Here we go. So there are a couple different ways we can do this. One of them we've already done. We've already integrated social media a little bit because we have this little social media menu that we made. And this takes us over to our corresponding social media stuff. So we can say, if someone wants to get to our Facebook page, they can click here. If they want to get to our Twitter feed, they can get here, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, LinkedIn, whatever. So this is integration of social media, and this is good. This is good, healthy stuff. We can do it another way. We can go a step farther and have our social media content come over here. Now, let's look at doing this with both Facebook and Twitter. And I'm going to tell you right now, Twitter is easier. Twitter is a lot easier. Facebook makes you do a whole lot of extra setup to get it over. Because what has to happen here is that your website has to go over to Facebook, log into Facebook, get your stuff, get the most recent things you posted or whatever, and bring it back and display it on your website. Facebook doesn't like other apps doing this. Twitter is A-okay with it. So let's do it with Twitter first, and then we'll look at some tricks for doing it with Facebook. So I'm going to go into my dashboard for my site. It's probably going to make me re-log in here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so take a guess. How are we going to do this? We want to add extra functionality to our website. We want to be able to display a Twitter feed. What's going to be the best way to do that? Think about it. Say it out loud. If you said plugin, you are correct. Whenever we want to do something that WordPress doesn't automatically do, the first thing to think about is a plugin. So let's go to plugins. And let's go to add new. And let's just search for Twitter. Let's see what we got. There's going to be a lot of options here. Okay, so let's evaluate some of these. So this one, just called Twitter. Let's see, here's the description. Twitter plugin allows you to add the following and the like buttons the easiest way. Add the follow and like buttons in the easiest way. So it looks like what this is going to do is it's going to show a follow button and a like button for Twitter, but not display our Twitter feed. So that's cool. It's cool to have a follow button there. But what we want to do is actually show our Twitter feed. So let's move on to another one. WordPress to Twitter posts tweets from WordPress to Twitter. That's actually opposite of what we want. What this is going to do is it looks like every time we make a post on our website, it's going to send that to Twitter and make a tweet about it. That's not what I'm interested in doing, although that's a handy trick if you want to do it. Okay, Real Simple Twitter Feed widget. I like the sound of that, so let's have a look at that one. Displays the latest posts from a Twitter account and a sidebar widget. Oh, that sounds perfect. Let's go for it. I'm just going to say install now. I'm going to risk it without looking at the details. Because remember, I can always just turn this off if it doesn't work. Activate plugin. Okay, now I got to find it. So let's go to our list here. There it is, Real Simple Twitter Feed widget. So it's activated, it looks good. Now somewhere over here, I've got some settings for it. So let's check settings here. Okay, nothing new there. Tools, not going to be in users. Appearance. I don't see anything here. So remember, it did say it was a widget. So let's go look at our widgets. Okay, so it should be over here somewhere. Real Simple Twitter. Okay, so let's click and drag that. Now I only have one sidebar here. Most themes have more, and we've talked about that already. So you might be able to stretch these out. I'm getting a lot of widgets in my sidebar here. Okay, so here's what this wants. Once I plug it in, all my settings are in here, which is great. Okay, so this wants you to create a Twitter consumer key and secret and access token and all this good stuff. This is all free to do. This is just like an extra little handshake that your website and Twitter need to do. So we could click here and set up how to do that. Okay, so it wants me to sign in. I'll do it with Slam Academy, sure. Create a new app. Okay, so I'm walking through this process. Let's just do it. So the application name. Now this is weird. It sounds like we're creating like a whole new program, but I think what we're doing is just creating a way for the two to talk. So let's call this WordPress. Description, which will be shown in user-facing authorization screens, which we don't really need. So let's call it Talk to WordPress. Website is actually slamacademy.com/webworkshop. Callback URL, I'm going to skip that. Hopefully it'll let me. Some rules, yeah, I agree. Now hopefully sooner or later it kicks me out all that information. WordPress is already taken for a name. Oh, it needs to be a unique name. WordPress Slam Academy Web Workshop. Okay. Telling me somebody's already got that. I doubt it. Not a valid URL format. Okay. Probably needs a www. Maybe it needs an HTTP. Let's put the whole thing in there. Great. Okay, here's the stuff I need. So let's go back to my widget. Consumer key is the first thing I need. Okay. I think this API key is what it's calling consumer key over on the other one. So I'm going to copy this API key and put it in consumer key. And then this consumer secret, I'm going to put API secret. We'll see if that's right. Okay, access token. Your access token. You haven't authorized this application for your own account yet. Create my access token. What does that say at the top? Okay, let's refresh this. Here we go. Access token. So I had to generate one using that button. So there goes the access token and access token secret. Copy that and paste that in here. Okay. Twitter username, let's say Slam Academy. How many tweets should it show? We'll say show the last 5, the last 10. Let's say 5. Skip tweets containing this text. Handy. You could type in all kinds of swear words here if you wanted and make sure that nothing showed up. I'm going to skip that because I keep my Twitter feed pretty clean. Skip replies, skip retweets. I'm going to say skip replies because I don't want it to show up on my webpage when someone replies to a tweet I wrote and then says, hey, cool job, man, and maybe they say whatever they want, and then it's going to show up on my page, right? That's dangerous territory. So I'm going to say skip replies. Okay, there's some advanced options. Let's skip those for now. Let's hope that everything we set up is good. And there's a donate button. You'll see this a lot on free plugins. Somebody developed this. It was hard work, and they're giving it to you for free. You can donate if you want. Let's hit save. Okay, now let's check out our website and see if it worked. Now I probably should have checked what the last couple tweets were before I showed this to you, because I'm not the only one that tweets on that account. We have a lot of interns that tweet. So let's see. Okay, here it is. Crystal method, blah, blah, blah. Recent certification. Great. So here now it's going to my Twitter feed. It's getting the last 5 tweets and it's bringing them back. So I had to do a little bit of setup stuff to get this access token and API key and all that good stuff. But it works, you know, like every time I tweet, it's going to show up on my website here. Now I could go into that advanced settings, probably here, to do some formatting. Show Twitter icon, show account thumbnail. Let's see what happens when we do that. Link above title with Twitter user. Link to the Twitter user. Items and link. Include thumbnails. Let's try that. Timestamp. Let's save that. So I think what I've enabled here is for it to show the image of the person. Okay, and it's just showing me. So that's our Twitter icon. So it's showing that. So that actually looks a bit uglier to me. So maybe I'll go in and turn that off. We could, if we wanted to, spend some more time here and really tweak the way this looks. We'll leave timestamp. Actually, I'm going to get rid of timestamps. So there's some more settings in there to clean this up, make it look a little more interesting, but as it is now, I think it's pretty cool. Great. Okay, so that's Twitter. Next, we want to do Facebook. Facebook's going to be a little trickier. That little handshake we had to do with the API token business, we're going to have to do that with Facebook as well, but it's actually going to cause a little more trouble unless there's a new and fancy way to do it since the last time I did it. So we'll find that out in the next video.